All right, Gainers, we're back on another Saturday, and we got another CGC unboxing for you. So stay tuned. Welcome back, Gainers, to another incredible, exciting, fantastic episode of ComicGains. And if you're new to the show, I'm Adam.
I'm Zach, and this is Princess Her Royal Highness, looking very lovely day, just like usual, doing that princess way. So bow down and respect. Howl at the moon, because Coco's somewhere here. She's on the ground. She's not in the laps. She's a lap dog. Why is she not in the lap? Anyways, let's go.
All right, guys. So we are back on another Saturday with you. We've been on a little streak lately, getting a lot of our books back from CGC super fast. We got all of our old stuff back. If you guys have been watching our Saturday videos that we sent out a year ago, all of a sudden started to trickle in. We got some of our CBCS books back in. And lately, we decided as a team we were going to press and clean our own books. And and we've done one video, and it kind of turned out okay. It's okay. We're still learning some stuff. And this is another one. We decided the first of every month we're going to at least try to ship in like 6 books, 4 to 6 books, and we're going to press and clean our own stuff. And lately, CGC got him back in what, 3 weeks?
Yeah, 3 weeks. And
3 weeks.
And we're learning a lot. We're learning a lot about pressing and cleaning, like I'm saying. We learned Statins kind of hurt us a little bit in the grading.
Yeah.
And there's one book in here that has a pretty decent stain, so hopefully we'll see what it comes back as.
Yeah, so this is kind of a special episode. We decided these are all PC books. So actually, I think 2 of the books are mine from my PC, 2 of them are from Zach's, and 3 of them are for the Princess. So there's 7 books. They're all actually pretty nice books too. Fairly spendy books in this group. And I believe we pressed 5 of the 7 books. 2 of them we didn't believe needed to be pressed on. We'll kind of get to that when we're opening. There's a few books that just I don't feel comfortable pressing, depending on like what that type of material they're made of. We'll get into that a little bit. But there is one thing I do feel comfortable with, and that's when Zach takes a drink of a brand new liquid.
Because I'm always thirsty, as you all know. I'm a thirsty boy.
Thirsty Zach.
We got a Blackout Berry body armor.
Ooh.
It's a super drink. I don't know what's super about it. Probably the sugar content. But it's not too bad. I guess there's like 210 calories. I can work that off. Whatever. Let's see if it's tasty.
Lifting some slabs. Some slabby boys.
Ooh. I'm lifting 20 ounces at a time. That's about what a slab weighs. FYI. It's not bad. It's not bad. I don't think I'll buy it again, but it's 20 ounces.
There's like a celebrity that owns body armor, I think. It might be The Rock. I can't remember. Somebody.
I just saw Black Adam, and I thought it was okay. Adam didn't like it too much, but I thought it was decent.
It got the job.
For what it was.
Got the job done.
That's right.
It got the job done.
A lot of action.
Gave me my superhero fix.
Right.
Yeah, so we'll get into CGC stuff a little bit. Like I said, like we're pressing, clean our own stuff, and we're able to just ship it directly to CGC, and it really cuts down. Like this came back in 3 weeks, so they're kicking it up a notch a little bit. And like and that's the thing that takes the longest. And because a lot of pressers do a really good job and they get so much backed up, like you can send it to a really good presser and it can be 6 months, and even CCS is like 8 months sometimes. And like,
it's almost not worth
at that point, it's
really expensive.
You don't want to leave any money on the table. That's what we always say. Always get your stuff pressed and clean. It's just, you never know. If something's wavy, you don't want to send it in. It could have been a 9.8. It comes back a 9.4. And all it needed was that press to get it to a 9.8. That would just suck. So, we're taking kind of a risk and teaching ourselves. We bought a press and we're using it, and we bought a bunch of cleaning supplies. Princess is working on all her cleaning things. She got all these like rubber erasers and putties and stuff. She's getting in there, cleaning stuff. So, it's definitely a learning thing. But
there's a lot of good information out there. So it's not too crazy about self-learning. It probably takes about a year to get really good, though.
Yeah, and we try to press. I try to do a book almost every night if I can, even if I don't care. It's just like grab a random book and I press it to just kind of get an idea. Because I'm learning, each one's different. Like I actually like pressing older books more than I like pressing newer books. The staples are a little bit bigger in the newer ones. You got to kind of figure out what kind of paper and things you got to put in between to make sure like the staples don't show back up through, and the pages get a little stickier on the newer books. So you got to go at a lower temperature, and we even have a clothing steamer, so we're steaming the books too, getting them humidified, because books, when you press them after they're a little bit moist, it's kind of a weird thing. They actually get a little straighter, and it's weird that newer books almost like they stay hard and flat. You got to kind of like. It's interesting. It's very interesting, but it is very easy to damage your books when pressing, but actually I find it is also easy not to damage your book. At the same time, I don't know, it's kind of weird. There's a lot you can do to a book when not damage it.
Right. It's very interesting about a lot of this stuff, and maybe we'll do a video about a couple of easy tips to
we're by no means professionals, so like we're basically teaching. We watch some YouTube videos and stuff. We're teaching ourselves. So as usual with all of our CGC reveals, we never looked at any of the grades coming back from CGC. Zach and I right now don't know any of the grades. Princess looked at the box ahead of time because she's going to be the one that pulls them out and shows us, and we kind of look at them ahead of time and guess. I also found when you press your own books, it's a lot easier to guesstimate what the grades are too. Sometimes, and the last one was a little bit janky. It was a little bit
janky, like that Rogue.
Yeah, but
no way.
You can kind of remember the ticks and stuff on books a little more. When you send them out to another presser and it takes so long, you just forget. And I did try to take pictures ahead of time of the books, and I lost them. I needed room on the phone, and I erased some stuff and realized I erased all the pictures I took of the before and after. So next time I will save some of those so you guys can see the efforts that we did. So without further ado, let's get some let's get some CGC. We only have 7 books this time, so let's see.
We only waited 3 weeks, but I want to know.
I know that
was nice.
We're gonna try and do this once a month. Every the first of the month, we're going to try and send out 4 to 6 books.
All right.
Some will be for sale, book. Some will be for them, but...
Okay, cool.
So this is a really cool story. So this is Web of Spider-Man #1 from 2021. And this is the Nuck variant cover that they handed out at the California Disneyland Resort. And there was one... Yeah, there was...
Staple.
Well, that's where like, when you...
Like rubbing. It looks like rubbing.
But... so this is the first appearance of Harley Keener, who is that character they showed in Iron Man 3, who is the kid, and then he showed up at the end of Endgame at the funeral. And he actually wasn't in the comics before the movie. So he was actually in the movies before the comics, so they created a comic with his first appearances. So this is the first appearance of Harley Keener. But this is super limited because it's the California Resort one. And Princess actually bought some comics from someone on, I think, Instagram. I don't think it was Instagram. And he threw in some filler books and threw in this book. He didn't even have a bag and board. He just threw it in. It's like, here's some extra books that I think you might like. And as she was actually looking through them, she's like, I don't need this, I don't need that. And I'm like, that's a really good book. You should probably hang on to that one. And if you guys know, it's a pretty expensive, rare book. This book had a pretty good chance of getting a 9.8. I thought it looked really nice. It has a really cool back too. She'll probably show you that afterwards. She's showing it first though. I don't know. I don't know if it got a 9.8. She's showing it first.
I don't know. With that, I think probably you probably get a 9.6.
All right. Let's see.
It looks like a color rub.
We'll show them the cover.
But I don't know what they really dock it for a color rub, honestly.
I'm hoping 9.8. Start this off. I mean, it came.
Oh, she's sick.
Came to Princess not bagged and boarded too. So, and I did press this one. It looked pretty nice. 9.
Well, at least it's a 9 something. 9.4.
Oh, okay, 9.4. All right.
But that's still that's not bad. That's not bad.
For something that came not bagged and boarded, but yeah. Oh man, that would have been cool if I got a 9.8.
I think that's a win. I mean, yeah, we won a 9.8, but I think that book's pretty rare.
It's interesting to see the grading notes on that. Is there any other things on it? Oh yeah, there was like that. Yeah, I can't tell. Sometimes when they do those gray covers, it looks like there's things on the back, but like.
Oh, like it's maybe a rub, but I don't know. That might be normal.
All right, starting off with a 9.4.
I still think that's not bad. That's not bad for this. Like if it comes unbagged and boarded and it's thrown in with a bunch of other books, it's going to get damaged. So this probably would have got a much lower grade if I'm impressive.
Oh, thank you.
So that's I would say that's a win. Oh, my bad. I would say that's a win.
What did a 9.8?
Well, you can only work with it's white pages though.
I hope so. I would hope it's white pages.
A brand new book is a white page.
That was actually the princess's book, so that was one of her books. So.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
She doesn't know that one.
Yep. I'm sure you don't.
Okay, what you want to? Oh, One Punch Man.
Okay, this one had some damage on it though. So this is Zach's book, and I think this was a Christmas present from the princess to Zach. But this is
Give me that look.
this is free. This is a pretty cool book. So it's Free Comic Book Day One Punch Man from 2016. But it's also on the back, which I later became almost equally as good a key. It's first appearance of My Hero Academia too.
Yeah.
Which is now equally as good as One Punch Man. So it's a flip cover where you got My Hero Academia. I thought it was on the back. Oh, but I don't know, maybe it's a double story inside. But we saw a little bit of damage on the cover, on like, there was a spot where, and it's weird that
probably at the corner.
There was something that was on this, and I can't remember. Me and Zach were looking at it when I did press this one too. I pressed this book, and it's weird because it's backwards, because it's got the, and they slabbed it the right way too, which is interesting. So the staples are on the left and not on the right.
Yeah.
Because it's like a traditional manga where the book, you read it backwards.
So it's safe to say it's probably not an 8.
I thought it was a 9.6, where there was something going on.
There was something.
I don't see it now. But
Princess is not sounding very confident that it's a 9.6.
But there was something, I can't remember. There was like a mark or something on a corner. Do you see anything? This is why I lost. Oh, it's right there. That's what it was. This corner, the back corner. That was there from the get-go. It was like, had little like punctures in it. So that might even be lower. That might even be lower.
I mean,
I remember that though when I was pressing it. There's like, there was no ticks on it, but there was a little something. And Princess will show you a little bit closer up. So maybe 9.2. It's like those little puncture things. I don't know.
I'd be happy with a 9.6. I don't. She's saying no.
No.
She's saying no. Yeah, she got a. How bad is it?
It's bad.
Is it not a 9?
It's
At least
bad.
that's not.
Yeah. They could hit you down low. 7.0 on that.
Well, I know what book I'm giving.
Show them
away.
the marks though. I don't know. There's that. If you can get up close.
It doesn't make any sense. Like a 7. I've seen a lot of 7s. That's not no.
They're
7.
going low on these new books that got kind of weird damage. That's like, if it's anything, I find that now if there's anything that's like damage that's more than just a tick, they hit you like really hard. It's almost kind of like there's some like little like punctures in the corner, but the rest, there's not one spine tick on that book.
Well,
I wasn't sure how low they would hit you on that.
7. What the? Thanks for
breaking
breaking my spirit.
I
I mean, other than that,
know the
this
book
is
looks
nice.
perfect. I
This is the
know.
nicest 7 I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's something weird there, but
Yeah.
I don't think they should knock it down to a
It's
7.
literally just that corner.
Yeah,
yeah.
that sucks. But
But we've seen that before, where there's like, it's almost like if there's damage that's not natural from reading it, they hit you harder. You know what I mean? Like if it's like accidental damage where someone's like ripping a little bit of the cover, or I just didn't know how much they hit. We did see that though when we looked at it.
yeah,
I was like, look at this corner.
I at least wanted a 9 something, but I was hoping 9.6. That's not even close. That's not even. Wow. Apparently, that type of damage on new books is not no bueno. It's no bueno.
Oh, okay. So this is my book. Then we got
I don't think there was anything wrong.
Invincible 1, and this is the Comic Tom exclusive. So they had the Invincible 1 reprint. It's actually what reprint. Invincible 1 next wrote Comic Tom and Mill Geek exclusive wraparound cover. John Boy Myers. We got this in the mystery mail call.
Unread.
I actually didn't take it out of the bag, so I never looked at the back. And it's a foil plastic, almost like plasticky cover. So this is something I didn't press. I didn't even want to take it out of the bag to even like mess with the back. So I think there's like 199 on the census, and it was limited to 100, right? There was only 100. I think it was limited to 100 copies.
Something like that.
Something really low. So it's the best book you could have gotten. And it actually started out when it was selling raw for like 300, and then it dropped to like 150. So it's probably like 150 raw. I think a 9.8, maybe, I don't know. I was hoping 9.8 would be cool if it got a 9.9. Obviously, Princess didn't show it last, so it probably didn't get a 9.9. But there's quite a few 9.8s on the census. I mean, 9.6 would kind of suck on this book, but there was really no way to press like a plasticky cover.
I think 9.8 all day. It's never been read. It's never been read.
I didn't want to look at the back cover. I mean, I don't know. You don't want to risk damaging the plastic all looking at the back cover, but who knows? They probably could have damaged it, taken it out of the bag too. But
All right. Let's see.
What the heck? You're breaking my heart. It's a 9.6. Better not be a 9.6. Better be a 9.8. Never even taken it out of the bag.
9 something. 9.
I guess a 9.4. I cry. Is it 9.8? 9.8. Okay, cool.
All right.
That's what it should get.
There you go.
I was hoping maybe 9.9 with the plastic cover, but you never 9.8. We got one. It's a nice, cool wraparound cover. I actually, as much as I like Invincible, I only have the collected. I don't own any Invincible #1, so this is my only one.
That's cool.
It's a reprint, but in actuality, I think it's the lowest print count of any Invincible one, if you think about it, right?
That's pretty good.
Could be wrong. But it's a nice looking book, and it's like sometimes those wraparounds are meant to be enslabbed, I think, because it's hard to see the back unless you get a clear backing board.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Awesome.
Looks good, right?
Oh, it looks better than the One Punch Man. Oh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Speaking of not pressing, why does this happen to all the books I don't press get 9.8s? But Princess had a Venom Lethal Protectors #1. I did not press that because it is that awesome foil cover. She got this from a friend, and they were pretty sure it was minty. I did not press this one either. I did not take it out of the bag to double check the back. We just kind of rolled with it.
I know, I'm just messing with it.
It's kind of so. This is from 1993. This is the Sam De La Rosa cover. Just awesome. It's one of those books from the 90s that are foil that probably shouldn't be worth a lot, but it's just so awesome that it has good value to it. And if it is kind of one of those tough ones, if you get a 9.8, it's worth a good amount of money, and then anything else it's kind of like kind of low. But
I think multiple people worked on this cover because I think it was Bagley also worked on it.
It might have been too.
Yeah, I think Bagley and Sam De La
Rosa. For some reason, Bagley teams up. He's a team up kind of guy whenever he does covers. But she showed it now, so it might be a 9.8. I don't know. This is Princess's book. We just rolled with it. Got it slabbed. There's some books you might just have to kind of decide like, hey, just get it slabbed and
hope for the best.
Hope for the best.
9.8.
All right. Okay.
Congratulations.
9. Yeah, congratulations. 9.8. It said there's a sticker on it she had that said 9.8 potential for about the last year or so. So I think that potential came to fruition.
Yeah. It's a pricey book.
very hard book to get in a 9.8.
So it's very pricey, the 9.8. 9.6, not so much.
Yeah, it's kind of weird like that. And it's kind of one of those tough books like you don't want to sell it raw because it's just like goes for so cheap. Sometimes you can get them for like under $20 raw. And you just never know, if it's going to be a 9.8.
Which one is this one? Is this? Oh, this is Adams.
Okay.
Oh no.
I did press this one as well. So I pressed this West Coast Avengers 45. First White Vision. This book was very expensive for a while and then got very cheap again. It was like a dollar bin book for a long time, but it got popular
nice.
with Vision, with WandaVision, where they showed the White Vision. And everyone got popular. So I did press this one. It came out pretty nice.
What's going on with that top right corner? Does that look pretty nice?
I don't see it. Looks sharp to me.
Okay, good.
The only issue I found when I looked through the inside, it had one of those like printing error where one of the pages had a crease in the inside that you couldn't do anything about. Like where it's like kind of had like a micro fold and got. What are you looking at?
Like a punch?
No, that's supposed to be. You seeing a stain? Mm-hmm. I didn't see a stain.
But there's a stain.
I think it's supposed to be like that. You're messing with me, but. The back looked really nice. Actually, I think I had 2 copies of this, and I actually picked the one I thought looked the nicest. I was debating whether or not to press it at all because it looked so good, and I was like, I decided last minute, I'm like, I'll press it just to see how it goes. Maybe, yeah. Princess messing with me. I don't know. I should be a 9.8, but with that crease on the inside cover, I just don't know. I don't know if they would just count that. And you can't see the crease. It's on an interior page that had like a crease line. That's a manufacturer error.
I mean, it looks nice visually.
It's hard to show you because it's on the inside of the book, so...
Yeah, it looks like a nice copy. I mean, if it's not a 9.8, it's probably not that far off, I would say.
Nowadays, I never know what you're going to get in these books, but a 9.8 would be cool. It's kind of one of those ones where, like,
It's not worth anything unless it's a 9.8.
I mean, 9.6 would be cool. My luck, I usually get 9.6s, but on anything that's not brand new.
It can't be that far off from a 9.8.
Is it a 9? 6. Okay. 9.6 I can live with. I got plenty of 9.6s I can live with.
Okay, that's not
Kind of interesting. I want to see the notes on that. Because there's
that's
literally nothing wrong with the outside of the book. So
that's a book I need to look at for a little bit.
We did learn, some people told us if you get Newton rings now, you can just ship them back and they redo it for free. Yeah. So
I mean, they should do it right the first time.
You seen some? There was that corner, yeah. I did notice that when I was pressing it. There was that one. Remember, I showed you the corner.
Yeah. So
and
far,
was they good? I was like, is that a printing error? Is it not a printing error?
So far, the biggest loser is me right now with that 7.0. Like
that's weird. I know, but we saw that. That's kind of what they did with the other book too. Did it with a 7.0. All right.
I think this.
We have 2 left. Okay, so.
Okay, that's the rare.
Yeah, this one definitely needed a press, so I pressed this one as well.
Oh, they didn't put in the dang label. I was hoping they would.
The error.
Yeah.
Did you put the error thing on there?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Amazing Spider-Man 194, first appearance of Black Cat.
I wouldn't have
Al Milgrom cover. This is the direct edition, which actually should be more rare at this time. 1979 is the first year they did direct edition. So the direct edition should be more rare at this point, and then also. This is the error one, so you have that little yellow corner. I know we've showed you guys before.
So it was right at the beginning of the print run, and literally right at the beginning, and they found out, oh, this is printing incorrectly, so they had to stop it. So it's suspected to have 1 to 5% of the print run. It's hard to say, and then the direct even has less than that too. So it's so it's. Stupid rare.
1979, first Black Cat. It did have a stain on the back. So Zach currently has a 6.5, 6.0. He has a 6.0 in this book, so he wants a higher grade so he can upgrade. So
yeah,
he's looking to upgrade.
So I'm gonna sell one of them. If you guys are in the market for the rare error, make sure to comment.
We'll see what this grade gets.
I mean,
but it did.
I'm gonna sell one of them.
There was a lot of waviness going on the cover and a couple indents that weren't color breaking, so the press benefited this book quite a bit. I think so. Yeah, it came out pretty good. Definitely a lot of spine ticks, so we're hoping for a 6.5. Like I said, the stain on the back will probably hit you 3 grades. So
I mean, with how it looks, actually, the waviness came back a little bit.
Yeah.
Dang. Oh well. I thought with how it looked, it could potentially be like 8.0, but that's if there's no waviness or anything like that.
Princess face like stone cold. You're not giving you any.
The stain would knock it down, so it's not an 8.0.
Yeah, and
it can't be an 8.0. I just want it higher than a 6.5.
I was hoping for 6.5
or higher.
All right. It's an expensive book, though, regardless. Even in a 6.0, it's a pretty expensive book. I don't know. The way they've been grading, though, they've been grading tough. I think anything you show them is going to show you the grade. Let's show the backside, right? Or not the
what is that?
0.
Oh, okay. That doesn't help.
Did you get a 7?
Or 6? Or 5? I'd be like 5.0.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you already see it.
7.0.
Okay.
Nice. Okay.
That's a great grade for that.
That's a win. That's a win. Okay. Show them the back, though. You guys see the stain. So there's the stain.
So it probably would have been an 8 if it didn't have that stain.
Yeah. It might have been a 9.
It could have
maybe.
Been. I think it would have to have another press.
It's interesting. They're grading a lot. This book looks nowhere near what the other 7 looks.
No. Not even close.
Not even and has a huge stain on it. So it's interesting. Side by side, how is this a 7 and the Punch Man a 7?
I think they graded harshly because there's so many copies.
A newer book too. And yeah, I kind of like that they give you a little bit of a leeway on older books, but
I'm pretty happy. That's dope.
All right,
upgrade.
Final book. We got the 1 in 1,000 free comic book day book from Princess. This is the first appearance of Bloodline. And
super rare,
super hard book to find. I did press this one because it was very, very wavy. It was really wavy, and it's a free comic book day book, but it's kind of those weird ones. I didn't even know they did 1 in 1,000 ratios for free comic day, but if the shop purchased enough free, because it actually cost them 20 cents or 30 cents for a free comic.
It's about 20
something
cents.
like that. So they actually have to pay to get those free comics to give us. So it's kind of cool. So if they bought 1,000, they got this one. And Princess was able to attain one. It's a Peach Momoko cover, First Blood, like hot book right now. It was a little weird because it's super thin, but
I don't.
It looked really nice. I did notice on the back of the book, there's a weird, like almost like ink, like the ink got smudged on the back.
So it looked like you did it for a second.
But there's no way I smudged the ink. But we looked up online, and there's a whole bunch of copies with smudged ink on the back. So it's a printing error on the back. You can see it like it's very minute, but like right there's a smudge in the ink, and we'll show you guys too. I was like, I took pictures of it, and then I erased the pictures so I could prove that I didn't smudge the ink.
They don't count you against if it's a common printing error. They don't count against it.
I know, but yeah, that's what I was like. Okay, so Zach looked up a bunch of copies that were 9/8, and they all had the smudge. I don't know. I'm hoping a 9/8 for the princess. This is her book. I was trying to do right by her by pressing the waves out of it, but it's a good book. See if she looks happy or not. I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, it's the same situation with that Lethal Protector. If it's or the book that you got, if it's not a 9/8, it's very close. That's what it looks like. It's close to a 9/8.
Yeah, hopefully it's a 9/8. Hopefully it got a 9/8.
Princess is being stone faced. Did you get it?
Oh, man.
Now she's smiling. Oh, she's smiling. Okay, yeah, no.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Yes, okay. I pressed the 9/8. I pressed that 9/8.
Yeah.
And it needed it. It was really wavy. So, and show them the smudge. If you guys get to see that, there is an ink smudge on there, right there. And I was super worried because I took pictures and then I didn't even notice and I showed it to Zach. And I was like, oh my God, there's a smudge. And he's like, did you do that pressing? I'm like, I don't think I can smudge the ink pressing it. And
well, you can if there's water droplet, but
I know, but how would the ink like get unwet again and then smudge? So okay, Princess got a good 9/8 out of that. So
yeah, take your wins.
Oh yeah, so you got, like I said, I'm testing a lot of stuff, pressing a lot of things. I got a golden on that one. There's just some things.
I got 2 7-0s.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what the.
Yeah. So success, guys. All right, we made a little success on that one. I was worried with the with some of the stuff, but okay. It's stressful for me. I pressed these books.
Pretty happy.
But yeah, I think some wins for everybody. The 7-0, Zach's got a grade bump, a full grade bump on his. So he's happy there. Princess got the 9/8 she wanted. I'm glad the grade. So overall, successful pressing, I think.
Hey.
Yeah, 9/6 on that one. I can live with a 9/6. I got a lot of 9/6s for some reason. But
that's good for this book.
Woo, good show. Later today, guys, we have our Whatnot show. So check us out. The Gains crew, Zach and Adam, are going to be starting at 3 p.m. We got the wall of comics will be behind us. Lots of extra games. We got an extra slab doing. Princess will be on after that at 6 with her great and excellent show of variety of high grade, excellent books. She always does high grade stuff. She looks at them over with like a fine tooth comb. Obviously does a good job. And my heart's beating.
And after that, after the Princess shows, Johnny's coming on.
Yep.
So
Johnny 5, part of the Wolfpack. So if you guys like seeing more of these unboxings, we're gonna keep pumping them out for you. Keep pressing our own stuff. Maybe show you some pressing videos. But if you like that, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell so you always know when new things are going down. Leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think about the grades we got, the pressing we're doing, all kinds of stuff. And Zach, anything else?
You gotta share. How you do that is you have to be like really into toys. You love toys, as you should. I like toys too, but I can't get into it. They take up too much room. But love
Space.
toys. I want to get a bunch of Transformers. But that's besides the point. And you get so much into toys, you're like, I'm gonna be a supervillain that takes out people with toys. And you try to take out Batman, try to take out Superman. You try to take out everybody. Of course, it doesn't usually work because they're toys, guys. It's not meant to kill people. It's not meant to rob banks and all that. But that's how you become Toy Man.
Nice.
In Toyland. I need to watch that movie.
Which one?
The Toyland. The OG one, right? Toyland.
Babes in Toyland?
Yeah.
Okay.
Babes in Toyland.
Yeah.
That's a great movie. Ridiculous, but great.
Yeah.
Anyways, get those toy man.
All right, guys. Until we see you next time, stay safe and get those
Transformer Toy Man games.
pressing games.
Yeah. More than meets the eye.
I like it.
All right. Later.